Hey, what's up guys? Dan here. In this video, I'm going to tell you why content is not a business model and why it's one of the biggest lies sold in the industry right now. I can tell you, after $75 million in client sales, all of my clients, we do not only rely on content for their business. Because if you rely on virality, if you rely on unpredictable trends and unpredictable views and leads for your business will eventually die out. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to go through with you why content is not a business model and what to do instead and what to focus on instead and how to use content to fuel your business and not let content be the business. Okay, so the biggest lie being sold to online entrepreneurs right now is that content is a business strategy. It is not. It is a distribution channel and a slow one. The fastest path to 100K a month is not more content. It is a strong offer, cold traffic via paid ads, and a funnel that converts strangers into buyers without you being online. Okay? You build the machine first and let content amplify it, not replace it. So the content first model, your income depends on algorithm. I'm sure you probably relate to this. Takes 12 to 24 months to see significant revenue. Obviously, you might see some revenue earlier. One viral post equals a spike and not the system. You are the product which is always on. This is one of the biggest problems I see. If you as a business owner want to focus on your business, like the product that you sell, the offers you want to create, the whole business idea, the vision, then you can't really be filming content all the time. You know what I mean? And your business will always be reliant on you being on camera, which is quite stupid. Okay. So no products without an audience first, and revenue stops when you stop posting. Big issue here also. Okay. Now, what I teach is offers and a cold traffic model. That means you use paid ads and then you have a very well-oiled funnel that works on autopilot. Okay. So income is controlled by ad spend. So you want more money, you spend more money. Of course, if you like thinking, okay, now I'm spending $1,000 a day and I'm getting back 2,000, I can easily, okay, I'll just up the budget to $20,000 a day and make $40,000. That's not how it works. All right. It has a limit, but the limit is much higher than this one. Okay. First buyers possible in week 1. Very true. All my funnels that I create, we all get data within the first week, maximum 2 weeks. Yeah. So especially if you're running a low ticket funnel, you're going to get sales within a few days. Okay. Consistent system, not viral spikes. Funnel works while you sleep. Buyers from day 1, no audience needed. Revenue continues without daily content. And guys, if you want to build a lifestyle business where you have freedom, it's very important that your revenue doesn't rely on you posting. Okay. Now, there are 5 stages. I'm going to go through each one of these in detail so that you can understand why this is a trap and what to do instead. Okay. Every guru online is telling you the same thing. Post more content. Go viral. Build an audience. Monetize later. It sounds logical. It's actually one of the most expensive traps in online business. Content without a converting offer is just broadcasting into a void. You can have 1 million followers and a broken business. Guys, I met so many influencers in Dubai. They are broke. I'm gonna say it very honestly. Like, a lot of them are broke. They don't make as much money as you think they do. They rent their places, they rent cars. Not all of them. Some of them are legit, of course, but a lot of them who you think might be rich are actually not rich. Okay. 12 to 14 months to see significant revenue. $0 revenue from content with no offer. So if you're not selling anything, your content makes you $0. And the algorithm becomes your new god. It controls your income. Okay. What you should do, the approved tactics, is understand content as distribution, not revenue. Build your offer before your audience. Super important. Use content to amplify a funnel that already works. This I'm going to go in depth later on. Because from making a 2x on your paid ads. Instead of making $1 into $2, you can make $1 into $4 with your content. Okay, treat every piece of content as a traffic driver to an offer. What you should not do is building an audience with no monetization plan, waiting for viral growth before launching an offer, making content your primary business strategy, and measuring success by followers instead of buyers. This is something that hits close to home for me, especially because I, at one point, was always chasing views and followers. And even though deep in my heart, I knew it wouldn't bring me more sales, I still chased that metric just because everyone else was telling me to chase it. And I paid the price. I paid the price of wasted time. Ideas planning for viral content. That's another stupid one, right? So you want to make content specific to your ideal customer avatar, and that's it. Next, offer is the foundation. Before you post a single piece of content, before you run a single ad, before you build a single funnel, you need a converting offer. An offer solves a specific painful problem for a specific person at a specific price point. Get this wrong and everything built on top of it fails. Okay? You might be thinking, okay, offer and the funnel. Why is it offer first, not the funnel? Guys, you need to know what you're selling, how you're selling it, the price point, the offer stack, the bonuses that you'll be offering, the mechanism of how someone gets from A to B. The solution to the problem needs to be there first. And you can even tell people, hey, I'll help you lose weight in 60 days with just 2 bodyweight workouts a week and a meal plan that follows your favorite foods. You can post that on your Instagram or your ad, go to a checkout link and get some sales. Will you be profitable? Obviously not, but you can make sales. And when you have a validated offer, it sells by itself. Okay, so define the exact transformation that your offer delivers. What is it you're actually selling? You're selling a transformation, correct? If you want to get someone more leads for Instagram, you're ultimately selling them financial freedom and business revenue, right? If you're selling a fitness plan, you're ultimately selling not just to lose weight, you're selling a more confident version of themselves, someone they can be proud of, they can play with their kids again. You have to know the exact transformation you're bringing someone towards so that you can have a very clearly defined offer. Okay? Price it based on the value of the outcome, not your time. So true. So, I'm going to give you an example. One of my clients, he told me he helps businesses get 50 to 100 leads a day and make 50 to 100K a month. Okay? That was the transformation that he had. And he was charging just $2,000-$3,000. And I told him, bro, if you're making someone 50, 100K a month, why are you selling it for $2,000-$3,000? You should be at least put 10% of it, so that it becomes $5,000 or $10,000. Someone would pay that much to make $10,000 a month. $100,000 a month. So it price it based on the outcome. And you might be thinking, okay, Dan, but what if someone wants to lose weight? There's no dollar amount. True. That is true. But the biggest thing about health is that it is an inelastic demand to a certain extent. Okay, I know that makes no sense, but let me give you an example. In economics, an inelastic demand is someone would pay any price for that specific thing. So I want you to think of it this way. If you're saving someone's life so that they can spend more time with their kids, they probably would spend a lot of money to get that solution. Correct? So I want you to think of it that way. Don't think of it on a dollar amount when it comes to other niches such as health and relationships or whatever you're selling. Okay? Test it with paid traffic before scaling content. Yes, if you test your offer with paid traffic first and you know it sells, now when you do content, at least you know you have a direction and you know money will be coming in. Make sense? Build OTOs before you drive volume to the front end. This one I would say it's a good idea, but do not let it hold you back. And if you're wondering what are OTOs, it means when someone buys your offer, do you have an upsell after that that they can upgrade to? Obviously, the front end offer needs to sell first, but it's always nice to have that back end because you will be making a lot more money really fast. Okay. Now, building a funnel. So, what is not allowed and denied or abort mission is building a funnel before the offer is validated. Pricing based on what feels comfortable to you. Never do that. Okay. Price based on your market and the price based on the market and the transformation that you're giving the people. Launching to an organic audience before testing with paid. You do not need to do that. Creating content about an offer nobody has bought yet. This is very dangerous, guys. I'm going to tell you why, okay? You're wasting a lot of time. You're creating a content and you're selling a product that nobody wants. Imagine how much time you're going to waste. And then you might be thinking, okay, now my videos are getting 1,000 views every day. If I just got 10,000 views, then I would make sales. And then 10,000 views come and you don't make sales. And then you start to think to yourself, okay, is it the content or is it the offer? Or is it both? Telling you is a waste of time. Do not do that, okay? Cold traffic is the accelerant. Cold traffic via meta ads is the fastest feedback loop in leap. Guys, I can't speak, okay? I'm becoming gay. I can't speak. I hate this shit. Cold traffic via meta ads is the fastest feedback. Guys, I'm not gonna edit this out. I need to feel the shame. I need to feel my shame in this because I'm trying to get better in speaking, and I don't want to say and right a lot. I'm really trying. So I need to feel the shame. Okay, fastest feedback loop in business. You put an offer in front of strangers. They either buy or they don't buy. Within 48 to 72 hours, you know if the offer converts. No waiting for months for an audience to build. No hoping a post goes viral. Just data fast. Right? Of course, this can be 48 to 72 hours or even a week. Okay? It's just know it's way faster than content. So you control the volume and the speed, and it's scalable. You double the spend, you can double the buyers. Simple enough, right? You start with $20 to $50 a day to test offer viability. So each ad, you're gonna test $20 to $50 a day. And use cold traffic to validate before scaling content. Let the funnel data tell you what the market wants. I always tell people, nobody cares how you feel. If you think your product is the best product, if you think your course and your online course is the best shit ever, nobody gives a shit. The market decides what you're worth. The market decides whether you have a nice or worthy product to sell or to buy. Okay? Scale ad spend only when the funnel is profitable. Common sense. Okay? What not to do, spending thousands before the offer converts cold. So what you don't want to do is overspend for your offer. So some people, they think, okay, if it's not converting, okay, let's say you have a $27 product and you spend $500 on ads and you had no sales. Now is not the time to think, maybe if I just spend $5,000, then I will find a winning ad. Bad idea, okay, guys? And I'm going to give you a very clear example. When you first start running ads, the starting part of ads, when you spend $100 a day, you're going to get sales because Meta is going to find very warm audiences to show your product to. It's when you get higher spend, then you think to yourself, okay, my offer is not scalable, or is it scalable? Okay. Running traffic to a page with no split test strategy. So when you run traffic to a funnel, you should always split test at least the headline so that you can get data fast on which headline produce more sales. And I can tell you right now, the headline itself can produce 3 times more sales versus a lousy headline. Just changing a word or two can 3x your sales. Scaling ad spend before achieving positive ROAS. Using boosted posts instead of proper campaign structure. A lot of people use boosted posts on their Instagram. Boosted. Don't do that. Use proper campaign structure. Okay, guys? The funnel is the business. A funnel that converts cold traffic into buyers takes those buyers through an upsell stack and then nurtures them through an email sequence. Nurtures them through an email sequence is a self-sustaining asset. That means it works all the time. Okay, it works without you posting content that day. That is what a business is. Content is fuel, not the engine. All right, you build the full funnel before driving volume. Now, if this is going to hold you back 6 months, I highly recommend you just put out your front end offer. However, a full funnel nowadays, if you want to hire me, we get it done in 2 weeks. If you want to do it yourself, it can be done within a month, even lesser actually. It depends how complicated you want it to be and how nice the design is. To be honest, guys, when you're starting out, don't overcomplicate it. Just launch it, get some sales in, okay? Front end, upsell sequence, email sequence, high ticket. That's it. That's the flow. Okay. If you do not have any idea what this is, please watch my other video. I think it was how a $17 offer makes 100K a month or something like that. The buyer flywheel. Please check out that video. Treat the funnel as the primary revenue asset. Use content to drive additional traffic to the existing funnel. So content is the fuel, guys. Okay. Do not build content before the funnel exists. Treating social media as a substitute for a funnel. Oh, a lot of people do this. My social media is the funnel. Awareness, top of funnel, middle of funnel. My content, gay. It's not a funnel. Okay. Oh, running traffic to a front end with no back end. True. Back end is where the money is. However, like I said, do not. If this is going to take up 6 months of your time, you're better off just running to the front end. Rebuilding the funnel every time content strategy changes. So if your content strategy changes, do not rebuild the funnel that's already working for your cold traffic. Stupid, okay? Where content fits, okay? Content has a role in this business, but it's not the role most people assign it. Content is remarketing fuel. It warms up people who have already seen your ads. It builds authority with people already in your funnel. It gives affiliates something to share. It deepens the relationship with existing buyers. That is its job, not cold acquisition. Okay? Use content for remarketing to add traffic. Super simple. When you run ads to your to a cold audience, the people who saw your page, use content to remarket to those people. Post YouTube videos that drive warm traffic to your funnel, exactly what I'm doing right now. Use content to build authority. Oh, this is very strong. Okay, guys, if you get people into your low ticket funnel and you want an email sequence that sends them somewhere, send them to your Instagram page, send them to your YouTube channel. This is where your 2x ROAS, the 2x return on ad spend, becomes 4x return on ad spend. Let content compound over time as a secondary income source. Exactly what I'm doing as well. Instagram and YouTube is my secondary source of income. Well, right now YouTube doesn't produce any income for me, and maybe like one sale every few weeks or months. So yeah, that's the truth I'm telling you. Using content as your cold acquisition strategy, stupid. Don't do that. Expecting organic traffic to replace paid traffic. You can't control organic traffic. Now, if you have been blessed with millions of views and millions of leads from organic, milk the shit out of it. I'm not telling you not to use it. Continue doing it, but don't make it your main business and push aside paid advertising, okay? Posting daily without a funnel to send traffic to, measuring content ROI in followers instead of buyers. Now, guys, your ROI should always come from quality buyers and quality ideal customer profiles and ideal customer prospects. You do not want your follower count to be 1 million but be broke. You rather have 10,000 followers who are buyers and who are your ideal customers. Take it from me. I've did that mistake before. It's not worth it. I grew my Instagram page to like 23,000 followers. I lost that account, but it was an audience full of new make money online people when that wasn't my audience. So yeah, now I'm doing it differently. I'm just doing business content, attracting people who are making 10K a month or more, or at least have a business and have an offer to sell, especially if you're doing info products and course creating or service or software, one of those industries, right? So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I changed your mind and changed your beliefs and mindset over how content is not a business and what you should do instead. If you want me to build out your whole cold traffic funnel from scratch to get you to 100K a month or more, click the link in the description below and I will build everything for you. If not, please leave a like, subscribe. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.